I'm having too much fun. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a good day so far. It is the weekend here and I just got through watering my plant room and I wanted to go ahead and film an Alocasia care day, and I'm going to limit myself to 3 Alocasia so that I don't overwhelm myself. I also have some exciting Alocasia news that I found yesterday. I came in here to get something, and mind you, I water my plant room every Saturday routinely, unless a random Saturday I can't, if I'm out of town or something, which is rare. So I'm very regimented with my watering routine and stuff. And so last Saturday, this was not like that. But I have an Alocasia that is producing berries, and I think she just self-pollinated because there's no other Alocasia near her. It's going to be really exciting because if those seeds are viable and they can grow, it's going to be such a fun experiment for me. So I'm looking forward to it. I feel like they're getting a little bit more ripe. I've never had Alocasia berries before, so this is all new to me and a total surprise. And I was watering and I noticed another Alocasia inflow has popped open. So I don't know if that one is going to do anything, but it wouldn't surprise me because this Alocasia has been blooming nonstop along with another Alocasia that I had beside it that's been blooming nonstop. So maybe some pollen somehow just blew into the inflow and it pollinated itself. I don't know, but I didn't do anything. So I'll show you that here in a second. So the Alocasias I want to repot, my Longiloba purple, so finicky. It's actually in my Rhode. I just took it out and brought it in here. I'm actually going to move it to my Millsbo because it's too tall now and it's hitting the grow light. So I want to upsize that one. I want to upsize my poly, my pink poly, because that is on the way overdue list. The newest leaf is a little bit smaller and I've been putting off repotting that one for so long, so I'm going to gently upsize it. And then the third one, I'm thinking I really need to do my original Capria. I had propagated it and I need to get that potted up, but I don't know if I feel like tackling that one today. So I'll have to see how I feel. It's going to be that one or my pink Shan. I want to slightly repot that one, and I believe there's a couple corms I can pull off, which I'm kind of tempted to do that one. And so those are the Alocasias I'm going to care for today. And then at the end, I'll give you a peek at 2 new Alocasias I got this month. They're in quarantine, but I already have them in stratum and perlite. So they came to me in like a soil type mix and I got rid of that, and so they're rooting in stratum perlite, and then I'll move them eventually to pond, but they're going to quarantine probably for like another 4 weeks or so. I've had one for about 3 weeks now, and then the other one I've had for maybe like 10 days. They are small, but I'm excited to grow them out, of course. One was on my wish list, one was not on my wish list. So yeah, let's go ahead and let me show you the berries first on the Alocasia, and then what I'll do is once they're ripe, I'm going to make a dedicated video on that process if you're interested in following along. Kind of like how I'm doing with my Monstera bulbasaur. We'll like sow the seeds right away and kind of do progress updates and see what grows. I feel like there's a rare chance that I would actually get something unique. It would be cool to get some variegation traits that maybe are more pink once the leaf hardens. I was thinking about that the other night. I couldn't sleep. I was like, what if something cool comes out of this? Because my pink nobilis, the variegation kind of fades as the leaf hardens. But I feel like there's probably a good chance that those seeds will just be like normal pink nobilis. I don't even know if any of them will be variegated, but it would be cool to see that and see what grows. So I'm really hoping I get some viable seeds. I feel like if I get like 10 to 15, that would be a good amount. I probably have like 6 or 7 berries that are big, and then I have a lot of small berries that I don't know if they're going to grow. It's really sunny today in my plant room, but if you hear any weird noises, it's the wind. It's very windy. I think it's going to storm later. Okay, so the Alocasia that has self-pollinated is my pink nobilis. So she's pretty mature. She's got 3 leaves right now, and she's been blooming nonstop. I don't think there's been a time where she hasn't bloomed for me. I feel like she's had a bloom on her all last year. And what I think happened was a couple of the inflows, maybe some pollen just got down to where the female part is and it like self-pollinated. But look at those berries. That's so cool, right? There we go. That is so cool to me. And so she's already pushed 2 new inflows here and here, and that one is an older one. So they still look a bit firm to me, like I was trying to feel them. And I believe if they feel more of like a grape, then they're not ready. They should. I don't know if all of them turn to a bright red color, but I'm waiting to see if they turn a more bright red color, because then they would be ready, because I don't want to pull them off too soon. But they kind of feel like a grape to me. There's one berry like right here on the end that's a little bit more soft. This one here is a huge, a huge berry. But I was doing a little bit of research, and there could be anywhere from 1 to 3 seeds per berry. They literally look like little tomatoes. It's so cool. I really do hope I get some seeds, because that'll be so exciting. So she lives here at my window, and days like today, I feel like it's a good time to show you, because we're technically like still in winter. The days are getting longer, but the sun is still coming through a lot more than it does like during actual summer. So right now in winter, I feel like she gets a good amount of light on her leaves. But I feel like the thing with her is I'm very consistent. I feel like more than anything, I feel like my routine is just so boring. I make my nutrient mix up, I water, and that's it. Obviously, like I'm continually checking. I'm making sure to not underwater, root rot if there is issues. You know, I take care of it right away, stuff like that, but really just being consistent. I also feel like not messing with your plants that much too. Just let them be, let them do their thing. Let them get root bound and grow. Don't repot too often, because sometimes when you repot, you're just setting the plant back a bit. But this is her in the window here. So there's a good amount of sun coming in right now. The Monstera especially, you can see the sun hitting the leaves. Flame has a new leaf right there. But yeah, I've had her here all of last year. She grew up in my cabinet though, and then obviously she got too big, so I moved her out. So this has been her home for probably a year at least, and she's been blooming nonstop, like I said. So it's really a pleasant surprise to actually have some berries. I do have a couple pink nobilis corms that are growing. I honestly would love to go corm digging on her, but not anytime soon, obviously, because I don't want to mess with that. But yeah, I will film and make a separate video on that process. So this is Longiloba purple, the most finicky Alocasia. I swear I am determined to grow this into a big plant. I'm determined, you guys. So this one's actually not in pond. So this is like a rehab that I got this plant a long time ago. It's been over a year. It actually might be creeping on 2 years. Did I? I think I got this in 24. I don't even know if that's the right name for it. It doesn't have like very prominent purple yet. This is the newest leaf. You can see it was getting caught in the top of the Rhodsta. And it is working on a third one here. But I had tried it in semi-hydro, and I felt like it just rotted. It just wasn't happy. And so this one I've had in like a tiny soil mix. This is my tree fern perlite coco coir mix type thing that I use for all the shop plants. And I put it in the Rhodsta in there. Now it is warm in that room, I will say, but it's warm in here too. So I feel like the environment in there is not too much different than in here. So I feel like hopefully it'll be happy in here. So I'm gonna leave it in this soil mix, and I'm just going to upsize her so she doesn't dry out, because right now she's drying out like every 4 or 5 days. And I would come in, when we got back from our trip, she was all the way flopped over. I thought I killed her. I was so sad, but she came back. So I'm determined to grow this Alocasia. That one will be really easy to do. This is the pink Polly. She is very, very pink and pretty. I have a leaf here that is going. I'm going to clip that away. And she has been blooming, I feel like, pretty regularly. She is in a super tiny thing of pond, and the newest leaf here in the middle is a little bit smaller than normal. So she has been desperately, I feel like, needing an upsize for a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and slightly upsize her and check for corms. And this is the other inflow that has popped open. Let me see if I can show you right there. Now those are not ripe. I don't know if they will grow into anything. but the inflow itself feels firm. Normally they kind of like flop over and kind of die off, but this one feels like very firm. And I'm surprised that it's like popped open, you know, because they don't normally do that for me. At least I haven't noticed. So if this one produces berries too, that's going to be so cool. Like, what the heck? I've been wanting to try and pollinate my Alocasia. I know it's difficult because the timing, you have to get the timing right and everything. I had tried last year with some various Alocasia, but I wasn't taking it seriously, and you know, nothing happened. But I'm excited though if this one produces berries. I feel like this one could have selfed, you know, from her other inflows. But the other interesting thing is this one has always lived right next to my Venom. So my Venom and her have been side by side in my cabinet until like a couple weeks ago. I moved them both out and they've both been blooming nonstop, especially my Venom. So what if some like Venom pollen fell onto this? Is that possible? Even if she did self-pollinate, I feel like it would be really cool to grow out obviously seeds from this one as well. But this one has really good genetics. I'm really excited about this one. So yeah, she needs an upsize. And I think I've already decided, I don't think I want to tackle Capria today. Actually, because I had just watered the stratum and perlite, and so now it's wet. So I think I might wait. I think I'll just do that one in my own time. I think I'll go ahead and tackle my Shan because I feel like she needs an upsize. But I do see a nice chunky corm right there. Dun, 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 right there. So I want to pluck that one away. I do see more corms, but I only want to pluck them if they're like viable. But I feel like she has a pretty good root system. I feel like just a small upsize. What I'm thinking is using this one. This pot for her because it's just slightly bigger, and then I'll put the poly in a different one. All right, this one we'll do first because this one's going to be super quick and I can get this soil put away. I am not messing with her at all. This is the only Alocasia that I feel like makes me super anxious. She's honestly not that root bound, and there's corms. Oh, there's so many corms. Well, there's at least 3 that I can see. She's really not super rooted. She's just drying out way too fast though, because I feel like I keep stressing her. There's like 2 on the side. I feel like I can pluck them without disturbing her. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I got one. I feel like corm digging is the funnest part about repotting Alocasias. It wouldn't be right to not pluck some corms, right? 2. Wonder if I can reach this 3rd one. Oh, yes, 3. Okay, that's all I'm taking. Shoot, there's a 4th one. I'm gonna take this one. You must be a cormer. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. I don't care if there's more. That's it. I got 4. I wasn't expecting that. Plop and fill. She's a little off-centered. That's going to bug me. She's at a diagonal now instead of straight. Gosh darn it. It's okay. What I'm going to do is use those little stakes that I have, and I'll just move the leaves this way a little bit. That is her up pot. And I'll grab a couple of those stakes. Okay, I have a couple small ones that were already pre-made. Now I'm going to have to watch her leaves instead of her droopiness. I don't know if she'll really droop with these stakes. That's usually my cue that she needs water when she starts drooping or when I underwater. Let's see, make this over a little bit. There we go. She looks good, and I got 4 corms. What the heck? One of them was kind of small, but that's exciting. All right, next up is the Polly so that I can steal her pot. And I have a thing of boiled, freshly boiled pond. I boiled like all my old pond that was out in the garage. And so this is like, has some perlite in here, old roots. I did pluck what I could away, but there's still like a lot of dead plant debris. But I'm gonna use this. I just scooped a little bit out. This is more than enough. And this is the pot I'm going to use. It's not that much bigger, but I don't want to go up like a huge amount. So we'll go up to this and we'll clean and wash this. I actually have more of these, so I might just use a clean one and then throw this in my my pile of dirty stuff to wash out. I actually have a couple of these containers actually. I don't know why I didn't. I just saw them in there when I went to go get the self-watering pot. So yeah, we'll do this one here. I'm really excited if she has corms. I have a couple of her babies that I'm going to list soon. They're both low variegation. One's actually reverted, but there's a good chance, you know, that the corms from her will come in, or from that plant will come in with high color. Especially since the mother is highly variegated. I'm gonna cut this one off. Get rid of this. Okay. Ugh, that is a rotted, mushy root. We're gonna get rid of that and that. Something I don't like about these is the algae, but I wash them out every week because it bugs me. It bugs me so much. I hope this doesn't stress the inflow. Oh, I see one big one right here. Oh, here's another big one right here. Pluck. All right, I want to get this wick out without stressing her too much. Oh, here's another corm. 3. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, here's another one. 4 from her as well. Oh, this one's rooting already. It has a nice little root. Another one, 5. This is a big one too, 6. She might have more down in here, but I'm worried. I'm like, do I disturb her? Oh wait, oh here's one that's sprouting. What the heck? It's like small, but it's sprouting. Honestly, she probably has more in there, but I think that's all I'm going to bug her for today because I feel like I got a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. That's the only thing I don't like about these ones is they're really shallow. I wish these pots weren't as shallow as they are because, you know, alocasia grow upwards. And I really don't want to buy different self-watering pots because I already have these. I'm just going to use fresh, and then I'll just boil the old. I'll make like a new old pile of pond. I'm concerned I don't have her far enough down. Let's see. She's a little wobbly. I want to get her down a little bit more. Should I try again? Okay, I'll just fast forward this. Okay, that is better. She's down further. I might grab one of those stakes just to anchor a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, you see what I did with the stake? I just kind of anchored one of the stems so that she doesn't wobble until she gets situated back in here. Okay, give her a water through. Red, back with the next Alocasia. I love this leaf right here. And this one's all pink. It's pretty, but it's probably not going to last too long. This is the new one, or the newest one, the all pink. So pretty. Oh, hi, Luna. How come you're not on the patio with the other two kitties? Yeah. 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 Are you wanting in the window? Huh? I just spilled fertilizer water again. I bumped the Monstera Flame cup. You know, I have it stacked on those nursery pots, and I bumped it and the whole thing came falling, trying to get her in the window. Oh my gosh. Spilling sticky fertilizer everywhere. I'm gonna have to mop in here. Okay, a little scoop on the bottom. Let's see how many corms I can get off, or how many like decent ones she has. Oh, I'm gonna pluck two because these two are decent. Okay, I lied. There's a third one right here. Okay, there's 4. She seems like a very, okay, 5. A very happy cormer. Okay, that's all I'm going to take. She doesn't seem like super rooted, so I don't want to go messing with her too much. I got the wick out. So yeah, this will be her home for a good while. And it's not that much bigger, but it'll give me a little bit more space in here. Okay. This one was really easy. Oh, no, it'll work. All right, turn you home. Okay, that is good. All right, she is going to go back in here. Oh, I should have done this one today too. I'll do this next time. This is the metallic blue heterophylla. I unboxed this one with you guys. It still has the original 2 leaves. That was the original one, and then it spit that one out as a second leaf. And then 3rd leaf didn't have a lot of variegation. 4th leaf had a lot, and the newest one. You see how much it's sizing up already? And it's throwing a corm right there, which is crazy. It's not like super rooted yet, but I honestly don't care for the cup setup. These cups are cute, but I feel like I like these ones. I like these ones. This is my Maharani elbow, and I feel like, did I upsize her not too long ago? I may have. She's finally spitting a corm, but I'm not going to pull it off yet. I believe this one came from tissue culture because I've had this one since June of last year, and it's definitely taken her a while to settle in and grow and corm for me. But this one was a corm grown alocation. It's already growing so quickly and corming already. Yeah, I think that's really all the updates really in here. I'll show you one of my fried eggs. So this is the one that I was trying to grow. I had it in pond for a while, it got huge, had to rehab it. I'm like, you know what, let me try growing it in soil. Didn't like it. And so now I have it back in stratum and perlite, and I'm gonna leave it in here for a while until it matures, and then once it matures, I'll move it to pond. But that's the newest leaf, and it's already sized up. It looks happier in stratum and perlite. And I grew them in pond before and they were really happy. I feel like this one's just a finicky alocasia, but if you're struggling with it, try stratum and perlite and see if it helps. And yeah, that's pretty much all the updates as far as alocasia go. I have a lot of small ones still, like my Capri latte. A lot of these are still in stratum. I'm gonna let them hang out in here for a bit, although this one's looking kind of muddy. I might refresh in this one. I have a lot that I'll eventually need to pot up, and some of my pink black velvet offshoots here, like the propagation, are starting to grow in. So I've been growing these. I'm actually going to move these to my corn bin. So I was trying the puddle method for these elbow dragon scales, and they're actually starting to sprout. I'm surprised. I haven't tried this method before. Essentially you just leave a little bit of water, and this isn't like sealed all the way, but it's like keeping it from drying out, and I feel like 2 of them are starting to sprout already. I haven't really changed this. I changed it last week, so I should probably change it, but I think I'm going to move these into my corn bin with the rest of them. I feel like I don't want to keep them in water. I'm worried I'll rot them or they'll just go dry on me. So I'm going to set these aside. So we'll have a lot of corms to plant. Oh, and of course I need to make room for her in here. Take these corms off. I need to water her really quick. Okay, give you a little peek. So I put the Longiloba right there. I'll probably rearrange this again soon. And I'll probably work on getting maybe some of these plants out of here, like the Patriciae. But yeah, the rest of it's pretty much all Alocasia. All right, we'll end the video with 2 new Alocasias that I got. The first one was not on my wish list, but I just saw it and I really wanted it. This is one I've had for probably, I don't even know if I've had this for a week and a half. It is a black velvet, but it's the Aria. And this one kind of fades to like a peachy color, not like a yellow yellow. Let's see, do you see how pretty that is? I've been loving all the pink and peachy tones. That's another older leaf. And the newest one it spit out is all variegated. This one here. Not focusing. There we go. and then it's actually working on a new one. So I have this in Stratum Perlite, and it's under pretty high humidity right now. I already took it out of the mix it came in, and the base looks like a TC base to me, so it's probably tissue culture. And lately I've been getting Alocasias that aren't really disclosed if they're TC or not, and it's been kind of bugging me. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of ranted about it on my Instagram the other day. Not really a rant, it's just more of like being honest and upfront in the listings, because they're just different starting points. I mean, obviously this isn't straight out of a packet, it's already been acclimated, but I just want to know what I'm buying. I want to know if I'm buying one that's tissue culture or one that's corn grown. So that's the only thing that's bugging me a little bit, is just the transparency about that. So I wished it was a corn grown one so that I could grow it more quickly and it would corm faster for me, but it'll eventually make its way there. It's just going to take longer. And the other one I ended up getting a mellow. So this one here, I don't know why the leaves are fanning out like that. Maybe it's getting too much light right now. But this one has 4 leaves. Oh, I'm gonna have to change my battery. Hold that thought. Okay, battery's changed. So yeah, it came with all 4 of these leaves. This one has the cool texture compared to Maharani, but I thought the variegation was really good on this one. I think the texture is so cool. And then this one, and then it's working on a new one. This one I've had longer, and so it's already starting to root a bit more. And I'm gonna grow this one in semi-hydra as well. And the base on this one, again, I think this is probably from tissue culture, more than likely. So yeah, those are the 2 new ones. I'm gonna grow those out a bit. I'll probably, again, like I said, leave those in quarantine probably for like the next 3-4 weeks. I've already scanned them all over for pests. I've already treated, and they're getting really good humidity and light. I have them in quarantine bins, like back behind the table there. So I'll eventually move them into my plant room. I just want to make sure 100% that there's no pest before I do that. And I'm excited to grow those and add those to my collection. I'm still on the lookout for a couple more Alocasia that I want. The Sedinii. And was there another one on my wish list? Obviously the pink venom I'm not getting for a very long time. I think that's it really with Alocasia. There was another one that I saw recently that I'm like, do I want this? But I honestly think I'm good with aloes for a while. Lately I've been kind of obsessed with more so begonia, and that's really it. I'm kind of like at a point where I've gotten a lot of new plants lately, especially with the import, so I'm like, I'm good for a while. I want to get the corms planted in my own time. I'll just maybe pop an image of what they look like. I have a corm tray that has, I think, half of it available, so hopefully I should have enough room, so I'm going to plant those in there. I do want to go corm digging on my venom soon, but I'm going to wait a bit until I can get some of these other props kind of cared for and managed before I have too many plants to grow out at once. I hope you enjoyed it coming along with me for some alocasia care. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will talk to you again soon.